admissions are going to open in February next year, and they'll close in April, right? So don't wait when February comes before you start. The fact that you are watching this video now gives you an advantage over others. So go to the website and check all the information that are necessary. Yeah, the cost of living in Luxembourg is high. However, the salaries too are high, right? Yeah. So as a student, you are allowed to work for just 15 hours.
Oh, just 15 hours?
Yeah.
Per week?
Per week.
Okay.
Per week, 15 hours per week.
Hello, I hope you are all doing great. I know you have been waiting for this second part of this interview with Jude. So let's dive into the subject. So Jude, I want us to come back on something. We know that one of the main problems in Luxembourg is the cost of living. So as a student, how did you manage to afford this cost of living?
Yeah, the cost of living in Luxembourg is high. However, the salaries too are high, right? Yeah. So as a student, you are allowed to work for just 15 hours.
Oh, just 15 hours?
Yeah.
Per week?
Per week.
Okay.
Per week, 15 hours per week. And when you are able to work for those 15 hours, which is definitely just 2 days per week, at the end of the month, you will see your revenue or your income between 800 to 1,200. It cannot exceed that amount.
Okay.
Yeah. So because some companies will pay you high, others will pay you low. It really depends. That's why I said from 800 to 1,200. So, in my case, the first year I wasn't working because I came on a scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, I came on a scholarship. But the second year, I had an internship, a working student internship, meaning that I'll go to school 3 days a week and I'll go to work 2 days, Okay. And it was not just like a normal work. It was really an internship at one of the biggest banks, in the world, JP Morgan. All internships in Luxembourg are paid. And it's not about you going to, serve your supervisor's coffee and, printing papers,
What is the minimum salary for internship?
For internship or for students, the minimum salary, like generally for students, the minimum salary, in fact, in Luxembourg, a skilled worker salary, it's 3,000, approximately 3,000 something for skilled workers.
Yeah.
3,100. Yeah. Then for unskilled, it's 2,500.
Okay.
Right, yeah. So for a student now, it really depends. Officially, your salary could be 14 euros per hour, 14 euros per hour. But some companies will tell you that after, tax, after the gross, when tax are reduced, it goes down to 11. So you can be earning 11 euros. So you can now do the multiplication, right? 11 euros times 15 to understand how much you earn per month. Yeah. Okay. So it's not that much. However, you'll be able to take care of yourself because if you are living in the university residence, let's say you pay 450 euros per month. That's another thing. Housings are very expensive in Luxembourg. So staying in the university residence will permit you to pay low, as much as 500 euros per month. So if you earn 800, you pay 500 with all charges inclusive. That is water, internet, and light, all inclusive. Then you are left with 300 euros, right? And you can fit with that. Yeah.
I think it's enough.
It's very enough. Then during holidays, you can work as much as you want. You can go back to 40 hours within the summer break, 3 months break, right? So from July, August, September, you can work 40 hours. So you can now use that period to make at least 2,000 euros per month, to really keep some money for yourself. And at the end of that period, you're able to live well and to pay your fees. And your fees is really low. Let's say if your fees is 200 euros, you pay 200 euros for that semester or 250 euros and other taxes and all of that and insurance, fees and all of that, then you are really good to go. That's why I really encourage people to apply to the University of Luxembourg. It is far better than going to Canada or the UK where you spend much and indebting your family.
So is it difficult to find a residence at the university?
Yes, it's challenging. It's challenging, but it's possible. It's challenging because about 3,000 students come each year, newly recruited, newly admitted students come in. So the university does not have
300
exactly residents or rooms to provide to those students, right? Yeah. So they really work on a first first come first served base.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you get admitted, while you're working on your visa, keep on going on the website to see if the registration the registration for accommodations are open.
Okay.
Yeah. They are usually open in September, something like that. So always make sure you are informed. And once they are, immediately send your your request. Once you send your request, you'll be accepted. Yeah. Because if you are not, you are going to come to the country and they'll advise you to go get it private because they will want to also, they don't want you to sleep out. But however, they'll try to do something, but you might find yourself in a situation where they haven't given you a place. And you'll be stranded to maybe rent, in the private sector. And the private sector is from 800. Yeah, from 700, 600 euros, 800, even 1,000 euros. And that's expensive for a student.
Okay, so my next question before we get to the end. As a student, can you tell us what are the advantages and the disadvantages of studying in Luxembourg?
Okay, let me start with the advantages. It's always good to start with the good. Yeah. So the first advantage is that the fees are really low and that you are studying in a world-class university. So I'm not just talking from what I read, but I've experienced it, right? Yeah, it's a good place with so many advantages, inclusive. I mean, you studying in the University of Luxembourg gives you so many advantages. One example is when you're a student, you have a discount, on learning the Luxembourgish language.
Okay.
So if the fees, because for you to get a nationality, you need to master the language and write an exam.
Yeah.
So the country and the university encourages you to do that by, putting a discount on the fees, yeah. So if the fees is 250 euros, right, the university will tell you that, okay, register for the course and they are going to cover 70% if you attend. Yeah. If you attend the lectures, not that you register and you are not coming to class, no. Because at the end of the semester, they're going to ask you to send your language certificate or transcript to show that you really attended the lectures and that you attended at least 70%, and at the end, you send your bank details and they will send you that,
But do you have an idea why are they doing that?
Yeah, because they're encouraging people to come to the country, right? Yeah. Yesterday I was reading a very nice document on Luxembourg, and I realized that till date the population is still 671,000.
Yeah.
Despite all the foreigners that are coming in, is still at that level. So they really want people to come in, right? However, you need to come in a legal way.
Yeah.
And one of the easiest way is through education, is through studies. And once you do that, they are not greedy with their nationality. It takes you just 5 years, to become a Luxembourger. That's how they call them. And one of the ways is to get through, is to learn the language and to write that exam. And the university really encourages that. Yeah. So that's an advantage. Another advantage is that you get discounts at restaurants because you're a student.
Okay.
That is a good advantage. Not all restaurants, it really depends. I'm not that out, bar person, but they are really, even at Kinopolis, the cinema, there are some few advantages like that, right? Yeah. And you also get advantages at the level of your taxes. Yeah, the level of your insurance. It's so different. So once you've quit being a student, you go back to a normal professional life and you pay higher. Yeah. So those are some of the advantages. Now, that is just about the university, but there are so many advantages coming in the country. Another advantage is that you are coming to a country where the passport is ranked 4th in the world. That is according to the latest information or news that I have.
Yeah.
Because before it was 2nd, it really fluctuates. It fluctuates, At times it goes to 5th, but it's never above, which means that the Luxembourgish passport is stronger than the French passport, is stronger than the Belgian passport. At times, it's even stronger than the US passport. So if you are in Luxembourg and that you gain the nationality of Luxembourg, you can go to the US, visa-free.
Yeah.
Or visa upon arrival. Can you imagine? So so it's an major advantage. And if you are somebody who wants to, create a family, form a family, build a family, Luxembourg is an amazing place because your children, will live in a multilingual country.
Yeah.
They will not pay school fees.
Yeah, exactly.
You confirm that, right? They will not pay school fees. And transportation is free, you know. Although, quote unquote, people are paying, the people who are paying are the professionals, the workers, yeah. So they take it from their taxes and they make sure that the transportation is free, just as a way to reduce the air pollution and the traffic on the road, right? Because financially the people are okay and everybody can buy a car. So to reduce the traffic jam, a beautiful cars, by the way. So to reduce the congestion on the highways, they had to, tell people, okay, no, don't buy a car, rather take the public transport so that, you go to work early and on time and all of that. Yeah, transportation is free. The transportation system is amazing. It's really good. And yeah, those are the advantages. Disadvantages, cost of living is high, which you can really balance that with a good salary. You can balance that. Another way of balancing that is living in the frontiers, living in the, frontiers like borders, Belgium, France, Germany, some of those close border towns, and come in and work. In fact, there are more than 200,000, border workers who come in and go every day out of Luxembourg, So just to say that is a way of going around that. Then another disadvantage, I don't know really. I just like the country.
I can understand you.
Yeah.
I always say that for me, there are only two disadvantages. Like you say the high cost of living
and high housing.
High housing, yeah. But I also want to say the climate.
The climate, okay.
It's raining almost
every time, especially during winter, right? That's why we are wearing sweaters now. Yeah, that's true.
Apart from that, it's right. It's a really beautiful country.
Yeah.
So now I want you to talk to a future student, somebody who wants to come to Luxembourg to study. Is there any advice that you can give to them?
I just have two advice. So admissions are going to open in February next year, and they'll close in April, right? So don't wait when February comes before you start. The fact that you are watching this video now gives you an advantage over others. So go to the website and check all the information that are necessary. And if you realize that there is something that is lacking, for example, you do not have sufficient volunteer experience, just apply to any company in your country or online volunteering experiences and get that knowledge, get that experience, because it's going to help you in, supporting your file, supporting your admission file, to say that, okay, I'm not just an academic student, but I'm also a professionally inclined student who likes to go beyond my present situation or present condition or present level. It really demarcates you. Guys, the admission is competitive. It's really competitive. So what really differentiates you is this video that you're watching. So start preparing now. That is my advice. I just cited one thing that you might be lacking, which could be experience. So you just left high school, you finish your bachelor's degree, and you want to come for a master's, and you've never worked in a company. So use this month. You have December, January, February.
Exactly.
Just 3 months experience. It really leaves you on a wonderful level.
Last time when we talked, you said something very interesting that I want you to come back a bit on. You said that when you sent your admission in Cameroon, you didn't have that much of experience, but you had participated in many conferences, events, and you collect certificates. Yes. So can you Very, very true. So exactly. So I'm just sharing from my past experience, because when I was in Cameroon, since I loved entrepreneurship, right? I attended almost all the conferences from 2016 to 2018. I was crazily in love with information. I was always going out there and attending conferences, especially the free ones, right? And at the end, I had to show them that this is what I did. So guys, when you are applying, add all those certificates, combine the PDFs, put all those attendance, certificates to show that you participated in an event, you participated in a conference, you did this and this and that. They will really help to support your file. Yeah. The second advice is write a motivation letter. Customize it to your own story, right? Yeah. So if you tell ChatGPT to help you, right? Because the thing is that once you send your application, there is kind of a system where they try to see if you use artificial intelligence to write it or not. Yeah. So make sure that you really, customize it to your own words.
after having used ChatGPT. We are not discouraging it. You know, we are in an technological era, so try to use it, but customize it. And do not say it won't count, they won't read it. No. That is the difference that you are going to make. So write your cover letters, you know, and do not hesitate to ask your professors or professional leaders or general managers or, you know, anybody with whom you've worked to recommend you to write recommendation letters, right? And when writing these recommendation letters, right, do not send a vague recommendation letter, for example, to whom it may concern. No. Send a customized recommendation letter. For example, I, Mr. Jude Asanji, the head of T&T Corporations, is recommending Alcini to the University of Luxembourg. That is customized. If you just send a general recommendation letter, it's not customized. It doesn't differentiate you. You do not, you know. So we are trying to really make you, you know, the best candidate, and you have to put in the work. And yeah, so that's the advice I will add. Okay. So for my last words, yeah, we are available. You can always reach out to us. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jude, again. Seriously, I need to do a second interview with him because he has so much experience, so much good things to share with us.
Yeah.
But that will be all for today. Thank you for following us, and we encourage you to take action now. Do not wait until February when the admission will open. Just start now, and you have everything.
Yeah.
All the keys that you can possibly have. So good luck to all the people who want to study in university in Luxembourg. And I myself, I will say to the next video.
Ciao, guys. You can follow me on Instagram, Jude Asanji. God bless you.